Hi. In this episode, I want to cover more about a couple of different components that are pretty useful here in Clickly. First of those components is text. I already showed you a couple of things about text, and I will show you more in this episode. So, as you know already, you can update text right on the canvas and on the settings panel. You can insert inside your text data bindings. As you can see in this case, I created a UI state that is connected to this switch. And in edit mode, it just shows me its name or its current value. In view mode, it just shows me its current state. So before, let's refresh the screen. Before I use it, it's empty because that's how I created the UI state itself. It had default value. Yet another thing, by the way, about the settings. If the setting has text like a regular width of text, it's not bold text. It means this value is the default value and currently is basically empty. User and you like didn't enter anything. If I click, you see I made it like yes, true. Now it's bold, which means this setting is set, it's defined. And if I click back, it still bold, but it's false. So I explicitly says it's false. And if I wanna clear it, I can click clear it or option click, alt click on the setting pane, and it goes back. You see, it shows like it's false. It's like this off, but the actual value is it's empty. These kind of little things, like they're not stumbling block usually, but it's good to know to understand the behavior like differently. But you always can set explicitly it's to, for instance, false or true. That's also completely okay. Depends. And this idea of settings, like showing you, indicating is it bold or not, is it set or not, when it's bold or not. It's like across different places, not only for UI state settings, it's for any element, any entity settings. And also you can see this asterisk red one, which is pretty popular pattern, which indicates that this particular setting is important, is kind of required. Though Clickly doesn't enforce you set everything, and sometimes you might miss something, some really required thing, but that it like hints you that this option, this setting is really required. And in the future, Clickly will have a sort of kind of helper that will show you a list of things that you probably missed, that you want to improve on, or something like a assistant that can help you with those missed things. So going back to text, you can enter text on canvas, on settings panel. You can have this data binding like formulas. When you click, it opens, it shows you what's actually bound there. And also you have simple formatting in most of the places. If component supports formatting, you have this like simple one like bold, italic, underscore. You also can clear formatting. You can even make it the binding text itself formatted. You just have to select it. It's better to use with the keyboard. So here I selected it, and I want to press Command B, like make it bold. So you see the rest of the text is not bold, but this one is 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 bold. Let's check. Yeah, there is some maybe bug. I need to fix it. Good catch. Um, Besides that, we have image, which I already showed in the previous episode. Image has different content fit settings, like depends on the size of the and a form and a like ratio of the space you have and the the size of the image itself. You can play with those, which is also helpful. And all different options, including if you want to add some blur or something, which is also helpful for the backgrounds. And another component I wanted to cover in this episode is an icon. Uh, Pretty popular one. You see icons everywhere in apps, and that's very helpful tool thing to use to have some little like pictograms that help your users. And in icons, there are some also different options like with images. You have Expo Vector icons and React Native Paper. Unless you are building with React Native Paper material, Google material design based components, most of the time you usually want to use Expo Vector icons. And another like a version of this is an icon button, just a simple button with some icon that you can use, also pretty helpful. But in this case, I just want to insert this icon. I have this icon, and I have tons of different icon sets. I can use anything as you want. You can toggle all, and you can look for anything. Like for instance, I want to have some home component, and I like this one, and I select it, and it's there. And then I can play with the size, and you see when the size grows, um, it changes on the canvas as well. And of course, I can change the color of this. And if I mentioned, as I mentioned before, everything you do with your app, if you use this live preview feature and test your app in the browser or in native, just don't forget to click this anyone with the link and preview button. So you can test, and every change is reflected immediately in real time, which is a really great thing to test and create an app for real like device. And you basically developing in the medium you're building for, which is really great. Okay, see you in the next episode. Bye.